Yo, what's good, y'all? So, what we're going to talk about right now is more detail and clarification upon what Uranus, Mars, and Neptune can do when it's inside of your natal chart. This is based off a question that I just answered in my last video for Oscar, who has a stellium inside of the eighth house with Uranus, Neptune, and Mars, right? So a stellium, for those who don't know, is where you have three or more planets inside of your natal chart, either in one sign or either in one house, and it produces your superpower. All right. These are planets that don't include the sun and the moon, by the way. But if the sun and the moon is there, it can amplify it, of course. But it majorly depends on three planets, either besides the sun and the moon. So I answered the question in the comment section, but I'm gonna give more clarity. I could use my chart as an example to detail it probably a little better. As an example, anyway, you know what I mean. So when I give this explanation, Oscar and others who are watching, you can get more clarity on how this thing processes, right? So we're going to begin with the planet Mars. So one thing we should know about Mars is it orbits fast. So also keep in mind that it orbits faster than the sun, which is going to be important when studying Mars because Mars is the sun activated. So the lights get turned on, you get to see things with the solar power from the sun. And when you take action based upon those things, that's when your Mars takes place, right? So that's the sun, your soul activated is Mars taking action. So when the planet orbits faster than you actually see, you can get triggered and pressured into doing things prematurely. And that pressure can come from being excited. It could come from being having passion too, being passionate about something, and just going for it. Especially when you have an increased Mars that has like a high degree, right? So that means that you will be more prone to taking action when things come into play. And also something to take into consideration is the degrees that Mars is in when it's transiting, because all of us, even if we got a low degree Mars, right? The transit could be somewhere in 26 degrees in whatever sign it's in, which would amplify all of us to take more action in different, you understand what I'm saying? So be considerate of that as well. So when you got Mars there, we're talking about things that it represents, right? Passion, ambition, drive, taking action, desire as well. So it can be sexual, it can be fiery. Mars, when it deals with sex, is more about the individual though. So the individual's wants. If you desire to have sex with a woman and you want to go after her and you pursue her, that's all Mars, passion and drive. And you might even not even please her when you get into bed with her. You might just get yours and that be it. That's Mars. And I'm not saying that that's what you would do. I just need to explain how Mars and sex take place. Venus and sex is different. You want to pleasure each other. You want to make sure that the other person is pleasured as well. You get what I'm saying? So when Mars is inside of a sign, and in Oscar's situation, it's inside of Aquarius. So there's some drive and some passion that's going to be relative to groups and factions that come together that make things happen, right? At the same time, Mars may not be comfortable there because Mars is an individual planet. It's about the self, right? And when you're playing in the world of Aquarius, there's going to be other people involved. It's about the masses at large, or at least in a group setting. You know what I mean? So Aquarius is not the most comfortable place for Mars to be. In fact, because of this, one can become frustrated or angered, which are also characteristics of Mars, because it's in that type of setting. You understand what I'm saying? So be aware of that, and be aware that even if you are passionate about a group that you're in, right? It can be like this. You could be so passionate about it and take so much initiative that the other people in the group be like, well, would you leave some for us type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at you go. Like, and they might think like, oh, you think you're the leader of the group or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that as well. Now with Uranus there as well, inside of Aquarius, right? Now, this can have a better effect on being in the sign of Aquarius because it rules over Aquarius, right? But your best moments are probably going to come in spurts. They're going to come in like these, lightning quick epiphanies that Uranus produces. It might not be steady. It might be unorthodox. It might be quirky or weird to others in the group setting. You know what I mean? Now, because it's there, it's home though. Your group setting is probably going to be those who are more quirky and weird and open to suggestion and stuff like that anyway, all right, based upon that placement. So you have a better chance of actually fitting in, and you might actually just be the leader of the group because you got Mars there conjuncting as well. You know what I mean? I don't know how close the planets are to each other, but being in the same spot like that in the same sign is going to suggest such things. Now, what happens though is with Uranus there as well, you can rebel for 8th house things, which is sex, the study of the mind, psychology, research, finances, debt, insurance, all those types of finances that involve other people's money. So what can happen here is, because it's in the sign of Aquarius though, you could rebel against the sign of Aquarius because Uranus rebels against the sign and rebels for the house. So let's say something like I mentioned in the comment section, like something like digital currency, Bitcoin and stuff like that, blockchain and stuff like that. You might be anti that. And even more, the reason why I did this video is because it might be the other way around. So let me explain. You might be for blockchain and for digital currency, but what you start doing is you try to keep it under wraps, or you don't tell anybody, you don't tell a lot of people because you're trying to rebel for the 8th house, which is about secrets. So you only trying to tell that to your group and stuff like that. And somebody might out you and be like, you think you low key or whatever the case may be. You think you're better than everybody. We found out about your little finance group, on Facebook or whatever the case may be. And y'all are doing Bitcoin and digital investing and stuff like that. Why you can't put me on? It might be a family member, might be a friend, might be a foe. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, the rebellion can actually be against you. You get what I'm saying? So you might just be doing your thing that's relative to the planet and the sign and the house, and then the rebellion will be against you. Instead of you rebelling against it, the rebellion will come against you. This would be something that you have to determine for yourself. And this is another reason why I made this video, because I had to apply it to myself. Like, well, let me think. Because I got Uranus inside of Scorpio. So I would naturally rebel against sex, rebel against secrets, rebel against 8th house financial instruments and stuff like that. And to a degree I do, right? And because basically it started with in my artwork or whatever, I put some titties on an album cover, and then next thing you know, I got people, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's not cool. You're a sexist. You're a womanizer, and you only deal with white women. And then I started dealing with black women. And that wasn't true anyway, but they like, you only deal with white women. They only see what they want to see, type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you cannot please everybody. This shit it's like I said before, it's scripted. Because it is, like, the rebellion is coming no matter what. You understand what I'm saying? But so I did that when it came to astrology, which is occult, also ruled by Scorpio. I started expressing that openly out in the open, and rebellion has come, not as much, but some rebellion has come for that, and little comments here and there and shit like that. But I don't be tripping over that shit. You know what I mean? People are gonna do what they do. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. But nonetheless, it happens, right? And the rebellion, see, what Uranus does is it's going to produce the truth one way or the other. It's going to reveal. It's going to uncover. Like the Book of Revelations, it's the Aquarius age. So Uranus is going to reveal. Now, who's going to be doing the revealing? It's going to be you. It's going to be you. And if you're doing something under wraps, because it gets tricky when you're trying to bring truth, or when you're assigned to bring truth to an area that's secretive, like yours is. It's in the 8th house. So like mine's is. I got my Uranus in Scorpio, right? So it gets tricky because it's like, well, how do you bring truth in an area that's supposed to be secretive? One way or the other is going to come out. You know what I'm saying? I just stumbled on astrology in 2016. I was like, well, let me do a video on YouTube. And it's funny now that I mention that because I was responding to a Scorpio video when they was out in Pisces people. So go figure, right? Uranus inside of Scorpio, that's what set me off. It was like a lightning quick epiphany. Boom. Next thing you know, people saw it. They like, yo, do more. I love that shit. You know what I mean? So make it fit how it's supposed to fit for you. You know what I'm saying? Just be aware that Uranus is going to get the truth one way or the other somehow. It's going to bring the tower and motherfuckers going to have to start moving. You know what I'm saying? It's going to shake the building type shit. You know what I mean? Now, Neptune is a little more. Neptune is tricky too. Neptune is tricky than a motherfucker because look, right? Like I said in the comment section, I'm gonna give you an example of how Neptune works in my chart so I can give you more detail on it. And everybody watching, right? So what Neptune can do a lot of the times I've noticed is, it represents illusion and deception, right? So especially things that you grew up believing, those actually end up being the illusion and the deception. And the things that you believe that were illusions and deceptions actually end up being the truth. That shit gets tricky. And I'm telling you, this shit is for real. So I'll give you an example like I said, right? For me, Neptune is in my 3rd house of Sagittarius. So growing up, my neighborhood was rough as shit. It's tough as a motherfucker, right? So, and being in the, how do I say it, socioeconomic fabric of things, predominantly black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So with us growing up, and this, I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this can relate, either if you live in there, or if you are black, or if you're just an observer that's coming through a predominantly black neighborhood, you might feel it, or you might just suspect it because of the stereotypes that's put on us, right? But I'm telling you from firsthand experience, as a younger individual, it was tougher than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We raised each other, we brought each other up, shit was wild. You know what I mean? So I grew up still loving my people, but also aware that my people are dangerous, can be very dangerous, are more bound to hurt me before another race would. You know what I'm saying? Those are just the encounters that we encountered, and probably because we spent so much time in our own neighborhood, we didn't even have the opportunity for other types of ethnicities to harm us or whatever the case may be, until we like end up in jail or some shit like that. We start seeing the other side of shit like, oh, that clique of that ethnicity is over there, that clique of that ethnicity is over there, and when shit goes down, that's how it's going down. It's going to be warring factions based upon ethnic backgrounds, some racial shit. You know what I mean? Just keeping it a bean. But those are the things that come with being black in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And it can be very dog eat dog. So I'm not going to drag that part too long. You get what I'm saying, right? So this is my belief system, and this also, helped rate. Like I said, we raised each other. We were sharp. We toughened each other. It's like, steel sharpens steel type shit. So eventually I move around. I left my neighborhood and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm bouncing around a different neighborhood. And as I said, as I get older, so this is what you got to pay attention to as well with generational planets. As you mature, your generational planets and placements grow on you. You start to embody them. In your younger years, you don't really get to feel them like that because generational planets move slower. They're the outer planets. They move slower than everything else, and they move subtly. So you might have had hunches about these things from time to time, but you didn't really feel the impact until you start getting a bit older. And I would say look for around your late 30s, early 40s to really start feeling them. So I get to the community now, and it's different. It's different. The stereotypes that are put on people, like this group of people is great at money handling. This group of people are good at taking over territories. And the blacks, right? We're good at, like, what they'll think, we're good at robbing people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or not wanting to go to work and shit like that, right? And remind you, I told you what my belief system of my own people was growing up. And I kid you not, right? I've been in some close encounters within the last few years, you know what I'm saying, in my communities. But it's weird because it's like I know how to talk to my people now. At least now, I know how to talk to my people now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I got this shit locked down to a T, but I'm telling you, my experiences as a mature adult have been like, yo, let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So it's like I get to realize this. It's not my people. It's not us. It's not, oh, black people are like this. It's not that. It's, which is the stereotype that's placed on us. It's the conditions. It's the economic conditions and the circumstances that we're placed in that makes some of us act out of order, and others of us, as we mature, we get a better grip on the economic conditions. We can actually talk to each other. Like, we give pounds to each other in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying on some hood shit, like on some little kid shit. Nah, I'm talking about on some, yo, what's up? Good? You good? All right, yeah. Like, okay, so to detail it even further, like I went to the store the other morning, right? Now we got the Hispanics, they got a few delis on the block, but I'll be going to one that's over here on the left a little bit more because I just like it. It's clean, you know what I'm saying? They make good food and stuff like that. So I'll go over there. Now Poppy, who's at the register over there, mad cool, like he's mad nice, real kind man, inviting, you know what I'm saying? Warmth, you can feel it when you come in the store. He speaks to you, hey, hello, good morning, all that, right? So makes me want to go there more. I feel it, you know what I mean? I feel the vibe, I feel the community vibe. So I'll go in there, I normally order my shit. Now look, there's another Hispanic dude that's in the back. There's a few of them that work in the back making the sandwiches and the bagels and shit like that. I'm a New York nigga, so if you know about us, like, we serious about our bagels, be like, we don't play about that shit. Like, I'm telling you, we don't play about our fucking bagels. Whatever we slapping on that bitch, we not playing about our bagels. So I'll go in there, I get a bagel the other day, right? And he made my bagel and shit out, and I was regular, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what's up, bro? I was like, can I get I think I ordered a cream cheese and jelly on a bagel, everything bagel, right? He was like, all right. So he made the joint, but I tell you, when he gave me the look that he gave me, I was like, I just told myself, like, yo, I'll never let him make my food again. Like, he gave me, I don't know, I don't want to call it racist, you know what I'm saying? I told you, I ordered it regular, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the store plenty of times before. I don't know what it was with this dude, but he looked at me. I can't even explain the look. It was just very unnerving, very like, I almost wanted to say something. But again, I told you, I'm a mature adult now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I just let it fly. I was like, all right, I grabbed it, put it in the bag. I said, peace to Poppy and all that, you know what I mean, at the register. That's still my dude. Like, I'm not going to stop going to the store because Poppy at the register is his store. Like, I fucks with boy. Like, it ain't on him, you know what I'm saying? I just know I'm not going there to order bagels no more. You know what I'm saying? So, I say that to say this. Some stereotypes could be placed on people and they stick, and some stereotypes don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I was in prison, the Spanish people were the first people to give me food. Like, as soon as I walked in the building, you know what I'm saying? My dude, Chino, wherever you at, if you're watching this, Chino don't even speak English. He's like, yo, yeah, bring me rice, fish, or I swear, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But, so right after I left that store, I wanted to get something else. So I went to the main area of the block, right? So I went to another Poppy store, and I go in there. The dude that makes the bagels, he off the chain with it. He like mad happy, mad joyful. You know what I'm saying? He like, hey, what's up? He hardly speak any English either, but it don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? And then the young boy that played the register, mad cool. He be like, yo, what's up, bro? Yo, been a long time. We be kicking it, right? So I go in there, I order my shit. Wonderful time. Everything was smooth. I come out of the store. My man's G walked by. Me and G used to be in the gym working out and shit when I used to go to the gym in the community. You know what I'm saying? So we see each other every time, all the time after that anyway. But I ain't even see him like last second shit. I like turned my eye. He's like, oh shit. He's like, yo, what up, boy? Good to see you. Always good to see you. I'm like, yo, what up? What up? So the community is just flowing. The community is just moving. You know what I'm saying? Went to the cigar shop. I seen this dude that, like, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? But we always see each other because we live in the same hood. You know what I'm saying? So we both speaking to the dude at the same time at the register. So I just took it upon myself like, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? And he was basically in mid stride to do the same thing. It was just like, I guess we was in a closed enough vicinity to be like, all right, fuck it, man. We right here. We might as well say something to each other. We see each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? What harm can it do? You understand what I'm saying? So, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing dude, he be working in the community, like in the buildings, like they building new buildings and stuff over here. So, you know, people who've been here for a while, they take advantage of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They see new people coming with construction and shit like that. They jump on it. You know what I mean? They take advantage of it. So I'm saying that to say this: my people are not as fucked up as I thought they were growing up. You know what I'm saying? And the whole, this shit could get deeper, but I ain't even gonna do it because I don't want this video to get flagged. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how deep that this shit can get. But I just want you to know, like, that's how Neptune can operate. So this goes for this goes even for the people who they say the best things about. You know what I'm saying? They could be the creepiest and the worst of the people. You know what I mean? And yeah, just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? So even when people be like, when people get hurt, when people deceive them and stuff like that, Neptune can show you that you deceived yourself, yo. So just think of some areas in your life. Just go to everybody that's watching, right? Wherever your Neptune is, right? Think about the area that's related to the sign, whether it's Gemini, Taurus, etc. Think about the expression of those signs, and think about when you've been betrayed, or you felt betrayed, or when you felt deceived by someone, and ask yourself after the fact, can you come to terms with yourself and say, you know what? I played myself. I played myself. Now, it takes deep courage and responsibility and accountability to do something like this, because you know in every fiber in your body that that person or those people did you wrong, did you dirty. You know it, you feel it. But like I've been speaking about in prior Aquarius videos especially, this is a hologram. You're in control of the container of your emotions. Those people or that person was just a projection of your mind so that it can trigger you in some type of way, or offset or spark something in you to change your belief system. Neptune rules over belief. So it's like a checking of yourself. It's like if you drew your life and wrote a story about it, and then said, okay, I'm gonna jump in an avatar and go live my life now. Then you could look at yourself as, yeah, I wrote that. I wrote that this person was supposed to come into my life and try something on me. And, you know, my memory is just foggy because Pisces got the worst memory as far as signs go. You know, if you got a lot of planets in your 12th house, that's different. Like I do, I got a strong mind. I'm not bragging or nothing. I'm just telling you. I got a strong mind because of my subconscious mind. I got a stellium inside my 12th house. You know what I'm saying? That's why my memory is good. But without it, fucking forget about it. Aries, now that's different. Aries rules the head, and ain't that's different. But Pisces is a subconscious mind, so your immediate working memory is not strong like Aries if there's no planetary action inside of your 12th house in your subconscious mind. Because Pisces rules the subconscious mind. So your thoughts be every fucking way. It's like a fucking sea. It's like an ocean. It should be rocking back and forth this way, that way, this way. It's fucking chaos, man. But that's my twist on Neptune. Take that, apply it to your charts and stuff, y'all. Hope this video helps somebody out there. And until next time, I'm out.